Good morning. Welcome back to Summit Sunrise. Earlier, I had mentioned Erin was going to be here from Red Buffalo, and we were talking about her energy efficiency. And so Erin's here now. Welcome, Erin.
Yes. Hello. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you? I'm doing
Doing
great
very
now that I
well.
have this wonderful chai tea.
Life is always better with a warm drink in your
It's
hands.
so good. Well, all of your drinks, even your whole atmosphere of Red Buffalo.
Well,
Tell us
thank
about
you.
it.
Absolutely. Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea. We're a locally owned coffee house in Silverthorne. We're just 1/2 mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne Interstate exit, so that's 358 Blue River Parkway. We're open 7 days a week, 6:30 to 5:30, and we're just kind of your one-stop place just to either come and grab a quick coffee in and out, or if you want to come and hang out, use our wireless internet. We also have a printing, faxing, scanning station, some rocking chairs and little board games.
Books.
Excuse me, yes, books. And we've shoveled off our back patio finally because
Oh, yay.
all those storms in February got a little lazy with it. But we have a little heater out there, and it's right on the Blue River.
Beautiful
And
views.
so you can enjoy your coffee. And I actually hear apparently this is a really good time to be fishing.
Yes, actually, this is
I don't believe it.
the
I think it's
best
cold.
season for fly fishing,
It
apparently.
is the best season
Yeah.
for fly fishing. Our neighbors, Cutthroat Anglers, are
There
right
you
in the same
go.
parking lot. So someone can go get their stuff to go fly fish the Blue River. You can see literally, that's how close we are to the river. You can see her going right back there. And although it's not that green at the moment.
It will be soon,
It
though.
will be soon. And yeah, then you can come and warm up and get, a nice warm drink, browse our library book sale.
Yeah, especially too with all the traffic now. On Sundays you can stop in there and take some time off your commute with a
Absolutely.
nice coffee, sit back. It's
Yeah.
right there by the highway. So
Right by
great
the highway.
location.
And so especially if Sunday or whenever day the traffic down to Denver might be backing up, why not wait it out a little bit?
Right.
Find your favorite drink. We love to say if you can think of it, we can probably make it. We also carry soy and almond milk for those who have, disagreement with dairy. And also our amazing goodies and eats. So we have soup of the day, we have grab and go sandwiches. So you can grab those actually in the morning too if you headed up to the slopes and you want to have something to munch on. We have pastries and bagels by Dyes Mountain Bagels.
The scones you have are so good too.
The scones are very good. We have a gluten-free muffin and a gluten-free burrito. So if you are, not on the grain train,
right.
we can help you out.
You can still find something great there.
Yes.
You guys also you can buy your coffees online. So if you are from out of town and you fall in love with the coffee, which you will,
Yes.
so you don't have to worry, you won't be without it. And you also do your Tea of the Month Club too.
We do. RedBuffaloCafe.com. You can buy some of our great goods there. Of course, you can also buy them in store as well. But sometimes you get home later and you're like, oh, I really wanted that.
Yeah.
And we do sell them. So one of our most popular online sales are our Jazzy Java bulk coffee and the Wild Blueberry green tea.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
Or our Caramel Toffee Pu'er black tea. So there's
yeah,
some
the
really
Jazzy
fun
Java
options.
is a hit here.
You could probably come in for 3 years or even more and not stumble across the same drink if you wanted a different drink every day.
It's kind of comforting, and it's great to know that you know exactly where all your beans come from.
We do.
They're local too, and
Yep,
you
you
can
can-
tell everyone exactly what they're
What
looking for in each
estate
bean.
absolutely. We can even tell you what estate from even like Costa Rica that we're going to get our beans from. And we have a little placard next to our bulk bean stuff that will explain some of that for you. And we're always happy to answer any questions and explain things for you as well because we have a passion for coffee and and tea, and we really want to just make sure people appreciate what they're drinking too and learn to like that as well.
Yeah, and especially too with nowadays, like everyone is trying to, kind of avoid processed food. It's the whole, paleo natural thing. And
Yeah.
you were telling me earlier that coffee beans in stores, they have a shelf life for 6 months. So
They
it's
do.
kind of
And you might get one that was freshly roasted, but their mantra
Chances.
to be able to provide to City Market or Safeway, they have to be able to have a shelf life of 6 months. And we live by the mantra that coffee is only good for 7 to 10 days after roasting. And so that's
it's
kind of
extremely fresh.
It's extremely fresh. That's what we stay by. We never grind our coffee until right before we need it, because
that's
again,
good to know.
once your particles become smaller, air starts to oxidize those particles, and they start to lose some of their oils and their aroma. And so you never. It's always best if you can avoid it, and you're buying coffee either from us or the store. Just either if you need it ground because you don't have a grinder with you, just buy in small quantities as you need it, and it stays fresher that way. Because in the freezer, they really just
you don't
it's a
wanna do
wives'
that
tale.
too. And then earlier I had mentioned before you were here about, because we were talking about, energy efficiency and zero waste, And you guys are a great example of that.
We are really proud, and we strive to have as little of an environmental footprint as we can. And so our lighting, we've done all the proper retrofits that we need to do. So the halogens are now LEDs, the incandescents are now compact fluorescents. Our fluorescent lights in the ceiling, those are also, instead of T12 ballasts, they are T8 ballasts. So that's just on the lighting end. A lot of our appliances now, we've upgraded to be Energy Star efficient appliances. And of course, we're zero waste, so we compost. So what looks like a big trash can in our shop is actually our compost. Our lids, cups, straws, spoons, everything that's paper, it all gets thrown into that compost. And it's not just, I've been to some places where they have the compostable cup and you're like, oh, cool. But they don't compost, they just throw it in a plastic liner and that goes to the trash. So they're trying to at least spread the word, but it doesn't do anything for compost. Ours actually gets composted at the Summit County Resource Allocation Park. It's so great that Summit County has a large commercial composting facility that we're all able to take advantage of. And so it does get composted, and we get the soil back in the summer, and we use it for our back patio gardens.
Love it. So support Red Buffalo, support the environment, buy local, be local. Find out more information at redbuffalocoffeeandtea.com.
redbuffalocafe.com.
Cafe.com.
That's all right.
Thank you. I apologize about that. Thank you, Erin, for joining us,
Thanks
and we'll
for
be back
having
with more to come on Summit Sunrise.